if Joseph, without his Technicolor gym coat on, got so much attention. X Factor winner Joe McElderry sent the internet into meltdown recently with this photo. There he is, looking gorgeous, showcasing his new slimmed down figure and toned physique.
Apparently, it was a different story 18 months ago when Joe was publicly shamed for what appeared to be a larger appearance. And Joe joins us now. This was a funny old story, wasn't it?
It was odd.
Because this was 18th of August 2015, and you were on the Lorraine show.
Yes.
And so, what happened?
I was promoting something at the time. I went on for a little chat.
Yeah.
And then I literally came off probably about an hour after. I was going to rehearsals for a show, and with it, like, my phone just started going crazy with, like, text messages and Twitter notifications. And then I saw this very interesting photo, which is, I'm not on that day, I wasn't much different to what I am now, but it was just an unflattering photo, and it literally went everywhere. Like, people went crazy over it.
People are obsessed with size and weight and all that sort of thing, aren't they? It seems more so than ever.
Yeah, and I'd never experienced it before. It was always kind of a thing that I knew, and more so that girls always kind of got the short straw with it, you know, and always got the hard time about it. And I always used to say, God, I feel sorry for girls, you know, that always get, you know, they pick apart every photo of them and everything. I'd never experienced it in my career before.
Well, the next day, because you don't generally retaliate.
Nah, not really.
To all of that, but you did actually the next day.
Well,
you posted that.
Yeah, that was. Well, what happened is, what they were doing is they were trying to kind of. They put two photos together, and one was from when I was on X Factor. Well, you know, when I worked with you on X Factor, I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody grows up, everybody's body changes as they get older, and they were trying to kind of, the story, the way it was written was like, it's wrong to kind of grow into your body. And I was like, you can't write them kind of things that kids are going to read. So I did my little funny kind of clap back, which was that. I said something like, drag me full-figured, can't say the words, to the gym. But then that ended up kind of fueling it a little bit more. In a nice way.
What was the reaction online? Because it's you know, this fat shaming, which I can't get my head round, especially when people do it on Twitter or any other social platform. You think, okay, so you sent that. So have you got the perfect body? The person who's sending that? I assume you're sitting there and you're buff and your abs are amazing or your body's fantastic, but they seldom are.
And I think when it's an image that's being depicted, that also isn't true.
Yeah.
If I look like that, I would literally sit and be like, yeah, that's what I look like, and I own it, you know, like. But I think when it creates an image that one isn't true and that also is not a nice message to send out, and my name's tagged to it, I was like, no way.
Does it hurt though? I mean, when all those messages were coming through in your phone, I mean, it kind of felt nice.
Yeah, I mean, when I sent the one the day after, everyone was like, yes, go on, you know, and really kind of got behind us. But I'm used to that, you know. With my job, you kind of just got to take it with a pinch of salt.
Well, I mean, the picture that you posted recently, which is for Joseph, of course, looking fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, your loincloth.
Yes.
Look at you there. It's fantastic.
Are you loving it?
It's great. Do you know, I hated being in the loincloth for the first couple of weeks. It took because when I first came off X Factor and stuff, you know, you get all the offers, will you do a topless fit? And I used to be like, point blank, no way, could think of nothing worse. And then when the opportunity obviously came around to be a part of Joseph, the first thing I thought was like, oh my God, loincloth, like, I can't do it. And I used to be behind the, like, waiting for the reveal of it. You go in the prison cell, and every night I used to be like, oh my God, here we go. And then I just used to flick into, like, performance mode and just do it. But now I've become so used to it. I spend every day, like, half the day like that.
Is that loincloth the bane of every Joseph?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I never had a body like that, really, because I went to the gym and came flying off the back of a running machine and thought, I can't be bothered with this. Yeah, so I never quite looked like that.
I mean, people do see me, like, running like a madman down the corridors of the venues, like, working out and stuff. Yeah. And I think they must think, oh God, that poor boy.
Do you work out? I mean, because you think, cause you're doing 10 shows a week at the moment, so you think that would be enough, but do you find time to...
Well, I think your body gets used to that, you know. It's tiring, but your body gets used to it eventually. And what happens is, for the first 6 weeks, you start eating, thinking, well, hey, I can get away with this because it's 10 shows a week, and then all of a sudden your body's kind of used to the normal routine, and before you know it,
But it is the most brilliant feel-good show. There was not a night that you came out of the theatre and people weren't wandering out going, oh my God, what a fun show
it's
that is.
The music, you know, the story's great and the music, and it's that thing that even we start sometimes, you know, and you're a little bit tired. And as soon as them big chords kind of strike in with the orchestra and everything, you're like, right,
Yes.
I'm ready. Here we go.
And so as soon as you finish this, so the run with Joseph goes up to June,
middle of June, yeah.
Middle of June, and then you've got about a week's rest, and then you start all your own stuff because you've got your 5th album
Yes.
coming out in the summer.
Yeah, so we're releasing a single for Mother's Day called Gloria, which is available at pre-order now, and then the album comes out later in the year, and we're going on a tour all the way through the summer of performing stuff from the album, and obviously the new single Gloria, which is Mother's Day, a little Mother's Day treat for everyone.
Yeah, nice.
That's not Laura Branigan's Gloria. This
No,
is
it's a brand new song written by Graham Goldman out of 10cc, and it's basically a song that just kind of celebrates how wonderful mums are, and all that they do for her. Instead of a kind of romantic ballad, it's kind of like you're a wonderful, woman, and celebrate your mums.
I bet your mum loves that.
Yeah. She's I haven't seen her for quite a while, so hello if I'm sure she's watching.
She will be watching.
I haven't been home since November.
Oh
So,
gosh.
yeah.
We're in Nottingham at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to try and sneak through.
So you're in. No, you shouldn't say that. You're working, and so am I. But you're in the theatre with Joseph, and I'm in the concert hall in Nottingham with Nights of Music, singing 2 songs from Joseph.
Fabulous.
So
We'll try and time it. We can do a duet.
Yeah. Well, I could be Jacob now, of course, but there you go.
I know you keep in touch with Cheryl because she was your mentor on X Factor. Do you still keep in touch? You still speak to her?
I mean, we don't see each other all the time. You know what it's like when you're up and down and doing all of the.
We haven't seen your mum since November.
Exactly. So, but yeah, pregnant, baby on the way. How fabulous!
How exciting! So exciting.
It's lovely.
Right, enjoy. Nice to see you.
Yes,
Thank you.
lovely
Thanks for
to
having
see
me.
you.
Thank you. Right, in just a moment, from toddlers to teens, singing dentist Dr.